are so back, and I look a little questionable, and I sound a little sick. That's so cute. Okay, hold on. BRB. Well, I tried to put earrings and I was like, oh my god, I'm having a cute little dangly earring moment. And then it was not in the cards today. So what happens when you don't put earrings in for a few days. Not you, me. But I look kind of cute. Anyways, that's not the point. We are so back. I wanted to show you how I plan for a week. So let's do it. I just want to film a cute little intro so you can see my cute little face. Okay, let's go. Cue the intro. So that's gonna have to do. The setup is a little bit. Oh, can I just stay like that? No, sir. Fighting for my life, literally. I need you to be normal for a second, please. There we go. Nope, no. Okay, well, I don't know how good that is. And my ears are hurting because I just put new earrings. Not new earrings, but I put earrings through the holes, and it's been a while since I put earrings in. I wasn't feeling well. Anyways, moral of the story. Also, my hands look a little silly goose. Again, if you want to hear my explanation on that, you can watch the other journaling video. But I decided that I was going to show you how I plan for a week. I'm not sure if I'll show you how I'm planning throughout the week, but I definitely want to show you how I plan the week. So we'll see how that goes. But this is the first time I'm trying to do something like this, so I'm trying to make sure it's all right. Anyways, I realized there are things in the way. Yeah, my handy little protractor. Oh, here are the supplies that I'll be using. My handy little protractor I will not be using, but she's well loved. I have this pen, which is a Uni Jetstream. I have my Pilot pen, which I use some weeks, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use yet. And then I have just a regular pencil. We used to use one that had 0.5 lead instead of 0.7, but honestly, it's just kind of whatever I have around. Then I have this eraser, which I colored on when I was a child, and now it looks all yucky, but it works. It's an eraser. So, and it is shaped like a Lego, which is very enjoyable. Why do my hands look like a sausage? I hate that. Anyways, sorry. That's the best you're gonna get right now. The way that I usually plan is that I put, whoa, this is not gonna work. I usually put my to-do list or weekly tasks that I need to do on the sidebar here, and then I put the weather, and then I fill it with my tasks. So, I may switch to a voiceover here, or I may just switch to music, I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to figure out what the weekly tasks are that I need to take part in, and I am going to write them down. Okay, I promise I won't yap your ear off for all of this, but this is honestly where I put my brain dump for all of the tasks. So anything that's on my mind that I'm like, oh, I need to do, whether it's like take out the trash or like actual work tasks or like things I need to clean up or things I want to make. I usually do a workout in here somewhere. I can't remember if I did it this week, but I did do that. And then also I'll usually flip back to the last page and carry over anything from the last weekly tasks. Yep, right there, that I haven't done. So I usually just carry those over, and it's been really helpful just to like kind of delegate those tasks to the rest of the week, just to see what I have done, because I am the kind of person who will procrastinate and then forget about things, and that doesn't technically work super well. And then another thing that I like to do here is write the weather up top. I got this idea off of some journaling page on Instagram, and I genuinely cannot remember what it's from, but I will do my best to figure out. But either way, it's usually the high and the low, and then I put a little icon in between. So let's do that. Well, one thing about life is that sometimes it lives. I figured I would do some like last minute planning since I did the weather thing. Hold on. Let's turn on this light. Do we like that? It feels a little aggressive. Like, is that better? Kind of. That's better. Okay, that's what we're gonna go for right now. Sorry if it's not fantastic, but I wanted to just kind of plan out things that I have to do this week. And the reality is that I actually don't have that many things to do this week. But like appointments that I usually have. So when I schedule, I should explain. Hold on. So when I plan, I do with a pencil, because as much as I would like to say, oh, I'm gonna get these things done at this certain time, it's usually very unlikely that I will actually follow through on that. So, I usually have therapy on Tuesday, but it was actually canceled this week, so I do still have to count because I can't military time. I know approximately when, but I have to count to just make sure. So I'm gonna remind myself that there's no therapy. And also, so eventually I'll erase these things and fill in with pen, so I don't write super nicely. But, 2, 3, I have a DMV appointment. And then I'll write where it is, but I'm not gonna write where it is because I don't want to dox myself. That's all. And let's see, I don't know if I have anything else this week. Eventually I'll come back and I'll schedule more, but I just wanted to fill in the things that I have this week. Actually, if I look in the calendar, I have like nothing here. As you can see, the week is blank. So, eventually there'll probably be music things that happen, tours, just like things that I need to like schedule and call. Oh, I want to call my grandma tomorrow. But I'm gonna do that tomorrow at like, let's see. Maybe I'll try and schedule tomorrow a little bit more just because I have a bunch of things I need to do. Like this list is pretty extensive. It's not normally this long. There's some things that I keep on every week. Like having a meeting with my parents just to like update them on kind of my life a little bit and what I've been doing. Doing a workout, taking out the trash. But just happen to be a bunch of other things I need to do. So I realize this is totally cut off, but I can't, like writing like this is super non-intuitive. I happen to write like this, and so I am a very slanted page girl, so sorry about that. But I'm trying to think. So tomorrow I want to wake up. I'm going to try and wake up earlier. I've been waking up around 7, but I think I want to go for 6:30. Why does that look like that? One thing about me is that I am a perfectionist, and I'm going to erase the pencil later too. So, but I just need things to look how I want them to look. Does that pencil show up? I don't know if you can perfectly see it, but that's what it's going to be right now. It's easier to see here because there's no pen on the other side, but sorry, I feel like I'm doing a lot of apologizing here, but I'm just trying to be realistic. I'm gonna make tea, and I want to make my bed, get ready, all before 8, and then I want to like plan and do the beginning of like my planner entry. I guess I may potentially end up filming tomorrow. And then there are a couple, I want to call my grandma and ask about her plans for this week. We'll have lunch at noon. Let's see, so there are certain things like updating my Goodreads review and Yeah, honestly, mostly that. And just like editing the videos that I'm going to do eventually, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done tonight. So I definitely want to edit my Spain vlog, but I'm going to do that. Just finish editing that. I don't think it's going to be one of my next uploads, but I want to keep it like kind of in the queue. I will do a workout at 3. That way I cut off my editing. Otherwise I'm going to be editing all day. Or like all evening. And around this time I will just work. I'm not sure what that's going to be. I hate the way that looks. I will say my perfectionist on this, I'm not even going to keep this, but my perfectionism on this really slows me down. Like, it takes me a lot longer to do things than I want to. It's just simply because I'm weird about that. Okay, when I do lunch, I'm going to take out trash. I also want to fold laundry, which I may end up doing today, so I'll update when I replan tomorrow. I'll just kind of look over stuff. And I'm going to give myself an hour, even though I don't think it's going to take Oh, wait, tomorrow? I realized tomorrow I may go to the DMV instead of going to my appointment here. So I may end up rescheduling all this stuff for tomorrow. But we're just going to leave this for now. But being ready by 8 is probably good anyways. So I'm going to keep this part. I just may end up moving all of this stuff. Okay, well, sorry for chit-chatting so much, but I'm going to leave it here, and I will let you know tomorrow morning kind of what my more plans are. We are back, and again, it's looking a little silly goose. Okay, come and take my journal out. Again, my hands are cold. I look a little crazy, but hopefully they'll warm up a little bit as I begin to write. Anyways, been home for a little while, and I'm going to plan. So I actually didn't end up following through like I had originally planned, and I kind of talked about why. So I am going to go through and some of this stuff that I've done. One thing that I also do when my book isn't, because it doesn't lie flat here because it's still at such an early page in the book, so it doesn't perfectly lie flat. So what I do is I usually take something, this happens to be my Kindle, but I'll use my Kindle or my phone flipped over, and I'll just put it under here, and it keeps the surface flat. Okay, so I put a bunch of stuff in this case just because I ended up bringing it to the DMV. Spoiler alert, I went to the DMV this morning. And so I'm rescuing all of my stationery supplies and not the lip glosses in here. Anyways, so this morning I did end up going to the DMV early, so I actually set my alarm. I'm gonna have to talk about how my sleep went here, I guess, because I ran out of space. But my alarm I set for 5, and then at 6 I got up and got ready. And I ate, and then we left to drop my brothers off. So this is usually how I end up filling out these things, is that I will plan them in pencil, and then I'll come in later in pen and write about what I did during the day. Keeping track of what I do is not necessarily that important to me. Honestly, I mostly just do it to fill the space. But what I really am interested in keeping track of is what I eat and how long I sleep, if I work out or move my body, just because I've been kind of trying to work on having a little more activity in my life. But one thing that is kind of important is I've been kind of trying to keep track of my productivity a little bit, but the reality is I didn't really do anything this morning. So then my mom picked me up. Oh, and then I called my grandma, which was originally on my to-do list, so that's good. So I was actually only in the DMV for an hour, so that was fantastic. It was probably because I got there on like only a few minutes after it opened, not on purpose, but it just happened to be when I could get dropped off, and it was fantastic. I was not there for too long. I already had all my documents and stuff, so like fill out your applications online, guys. That's not what I wanted to say. Which sometimes I cross things out, sometimes I white them out. By the way, the whiteout that I've been using is Universal 1. I don't know. I've actually never heard of that before. Whoops. I'm like acting like I'm giving something fantastic. This number says 75606 if that's anything you're interested in. But anyways, the point I'm making is that it actually really does blend in super well with the paper here. Like, okay, well, I actually, maybe I'm a clown because I can't. No, it does blend it on camera too. In person, it actually is pretty great. And then my dad picked me up around. Okay, well, I can't quite remember, so I'm gonna work backwards. I had lunch, and oh, right now I'm planning, so I guess I'll get trash after. But earlier, I did pretty much nothing. And I must have done something, but I can't quite remember what I did. See, this is my problem, is that time just flies away from me. Okay, well, I guess I'll leave that for now. I probably ended up talking to a friend, and I might put that later, but I can't quite remember. Okay, so one thing I do want to do is take out trash. And I also want to, I'm going to edit a vlog here and work out, but I want to kind of set aside some time to journal too. So I'm going to journal for about an hour just because I want to get my journaling in before and not have to do it all in the evening. And then I'll edit the vlog. That's my plan for the rest of the day. I assume this will probably take me a couple hours. And then we'll probably have dinner. Tonight I'm not washing my hair, so shower should be at 10:30, I think. Do the bulk of my journaling then, but I want to start it earlier in the day. I don't know if this will take me an hour, but if I have extra time, I can edit or, I don't know, talk to my friends. So I think that's the plan for now. I assume at some point there'll be dinner. I may want to watch some TV. As for the bulk of like the work that I want to get done, I think I'm going to end up doing most of my work tomorrow. I need to do my Goodreads reviews and stuff. I have like actual work that needs to get done, but it's going to be tomorrow. Oh, and I canceled my DMV appointment because I went to the DMV today, so I can get rid of that. Now my schedule's looking really blank, and I was going to make plans with my grandparents, but I think that's going to end up being next week. I may check in at the end of today, or I may check in tomorrow, just kind of to update on what I've been doing, but this is that for now. So I will see you in the next clip. It is at this moment in the video that I need to issue an extreme apology because the microphone is so horrendous in these clips because I keep moving around. So I'm really going to try and not move as much in the next clips, but I apologize about that because watching that clip back, I'm like, hey, except for it's so much worse because I'm recording with not the front camera, and so I apologize. I'm really sorry. Also, I put mascara on today because I took a picture, which it didn't make a difference. It was not worth putting it on, but I have eyelashes and my skin is bad. Ew. Let's hope we fix that. So it's currently Wednesday, and I do realize the last time I filmed was Monday, but the reality of this is that I don't always keep up with this, and I had plans in the morning and then I had a really bad headache, so I actually just didn't end up doing what I had planned to do, clearly. So we are going to update a little bit of planning stuff. I'm actually going to first go into my calendar and just add some things because I did in fact go to lunch with my grandparents yesterday. So I'm going to fill this in here. I also, I wanted to note here that I had a really bad headache so that I know. I usually keep track of, why does my handwriting look like that? I usually keep track of my health things usually in the weekly section, which is kind of what this video is mostly about. I just wanted to show kind of how I've been updating the monthlies. Okay, so today is Wednesday and it's already 9 a.m. So I'm just like really thriving it up today, but I'm gonna try and figure out what to do. I may have to go into my photos and refer to kind of what I did. This is a good thing, a good tip, I guess. If you don't know, if you didn't end up filling out your planner or your journal or something, and you can't remember what you did during the day, which I have a really good memory, but I find that I have like issues with remembering specific things. Like I barely remember what I had for dinner yesterday. Anyways, a good tip is to go into your photos and look at any photos that you took of anything. Look at the weather, your to-do list potentially if you had one. I didn't really do anything yesterday, and I had planned to do a lot of things yesterday. So I have my workout cut out for me today, but I'm probably gonna look at my photos, so I may end up pausing just to like take a quick little peek. But for now, I'm gonna erase my note that says no therapy, because I in fact did not go to therapy, even though I got a horrifying email that was like, you have therapy soon. It was like in a week. But thanks guys, I really appreciate that. So I'm actually going to fill out today, I think, because and I'm just putting this piece of paper here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I prefer to, because I don't like when it bleeds through to the other side. Not bleeds through, but do you know when you write with a piece of paper and you write on the paper and then the pen that's on the other side gets also pushed onto this side? If that makes any sense. I don't really know what that word is called because it's not bleeding, because it's a ballpoint pen, but it like gets transferred over, and I don't particularly like that. So I will use a piece of paper in between the two, like routinely when I write in the daily pages, but not here often. Usually because I'm using this piece of paper to mark my spot, but yeah. So anyways, so it is 9 a.m. now. So I'm just gonna mark it. Okay, so let's see. I got about like 8. So I woke up around 7. My alarm went off at 6 and I went back to sleep. Oh, my video also went up. I scheduled a video for Span. That's okay, I'm gonna leave it. I usually end up doing this. So when I make a typo, I'm not typing anything. When I make an error in here, I usually, especially if it's a spelling error, I usually just leave it because I can tell the difference. And going over it with whiteout or crossing it out makes it really obvious when you are like flipping through the pages. Your eyes just immediately go to it. And if I know what it says, whatever, like, it doesn't really matter that much to me. I'm a perfectionist, but I'm more a perfectionist in terms of how it, like, looks when you look at the page, as opposed to, like, spelling everything properly and, like, using correct grammar. Like, I would rather, when I'm writing a sentence, like, write the sentence and then have the grammar be wrong and then, like, put a dash and be like, that's not right, and then write it correctly, as opposed to crossing it out. That's just a personal thing. I don't know why I'm so chatty this morning. I just, I don't know, there's no one home right now, which probably could be a contributing factor, because I'm not afraid of, like, talking really loudly, and then my dad being like, are you on the phone? Me being like, no, I'm actually filming a video and talking to myself, because he's gonna think I'm crazy. So, anyways, I did want to talk about how my sleep was. Okay, it was good. I want to talk about my hair, because I used a different, not method, but I used a different t-shirt to tie up my hair. Night routine or hair routine or something coming soon, probably. But I wanted to remember that I did that. And then, I don't know why my hair is so silly. And I can smell. Yeah. That is about the silliest thing I've ever seen, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. If you look at it from far away, like if I take my glasses off, it's not that bad. It's just because I can see so clearly. Well, let's hope that you can't see very clearly. Okay. So yesterday, sorry, I gotta flip it over because I can't see anything. I don't remember what was later because I don't particularly feel like focusing myself. Even though like it's not that obvious because they exist everywhere, I just don't particularly. Especially the clips that I found. So we have that. I actually don't know. Okay, so I got home at like 1. I know. So then my necessitation. And I also know that I showered at 9:30. Which it only took me like half an hour to round up the whole family and transport the that stuff. But I'm a very nice daughter and sister because I was willing to share them. That's what I'm telling myself. And then I'm not gonna film this way. Okay, so these are like the approximate things I know I did. I know there was other stuff in between, and I'm not really that concerned about the timing of everything. I like to keep track of like when I go to sleep. That is important to me, and when I wake up is important to me. But everything else, like if it just kind of fits in the general area, it works fine. Okay, so I know I got ready around 9-ish. I like sat around for a while. And then my grandma sent me a book onto my Kindle, which is pretty fun. So it took me a minute to get that. And then I edited. I'm so upset with the way my handwriting is looking right now. I think it might just be the glasses, and I can tell that I can see all the little imperfections. But it is bothering me so much. I know everyone's gonna be like, oh, your handwriting is so neat. It is. It also takes me forever, as you can tell. I genuinely woke up so late yesterday. I'm not super happy with how late I've been waking up, even though I woke up at 7 this morning, which is not that late. But for me and like, I don't know, my peace of mind, I kind of want it to be earlier. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make a note to myself also to, not that I ever really go back and read this, but writing it down kind of helps me remember. I need to set more alarms. Like, I can't just do one alarm. I envy the people who can, but personally, I'm the kind of person who sets an alarm an hour before I need to actually wake up, and then I go back to sleep. And then I set an alarm for like half an hour before I need to wake up, and then I'll, like, I don't know, wake up and text my friends, and then, like, I just simply, people are built different than me, and I envy you. I genuinely cannot remember what happened when I got home. I did finish editing vlog. There are definitely other things I did. Like I read a little bit, but I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I was kind of knocked out because I had a headache. So I'm gonna leave this space for now, I think. And then I will come back when I figure out what I want to put here. I may just end up leaving it blank, which I don't like to particularly look at. But, I don't know. I think it's just gonna stay like this for right now. Okay, we are back, and I can't exactly get the shot right, so, like, don't pretend you can't see that. But it is currently Wednesday night. It's about 9, so I'm gonna, let's see, 11, okay. So, no, I'm not planning, but I already started writing it, so. I did end up filling out some of these things as I went throughout the day. It really depends on how much time I have and if I'm near my journal. It's really genuinely, like, the ease of just whatever's close. But I happened to be around my journal and sitting at my desk for a lot of time today, so. I was gonna say, though, what I usually put in my journal usually ends up being a cross between planning for the day and writing things as I go and kind of filling things out after I do them, like at the end of the day. Which I realize a cross means between 2 things, and I said 3, but I wasn't really planning out the statement that I was making. So, I did in fact have dinner today. I again still have to count because I can't remember the time. Okay, so I had dinner. And then I hung out with my parents for a while. And then between this time, let's see, uploaded a video. I think I made, oh no, maybe I made, no. Not up, oh yeah, I uploaded 2. Why am I like fighting for my life here? Oh, I know, I was gonna put the book because I read for a while. Which I just started reading The Stranger, which I have read half of and still don't quite get the point. So I will get back to you on that. I'm really hoping the second half of the book is fantastic because my dad loves it and I don't really see it. He also really enjoys a different kind of literature than I do because this kind of book is not meant for me. And like, the most interesting thing about this book so far has been the intro about the different translations and how different translations of words translated differently. That was a great sentence I gave right there, but anyways, you get my point. And then I watched some TV, which I definitely did something else, but I can't quite remember, so I may come back and fill out or I may just leave it. I do realize that this day is basically doing nothing, but I'm at kind of a stagnant point in where my like schooling and like work and stuff will start up again soon, so I'm kind of trying to get all these things done, which it's been 3 days and I've gotten nothing done. So clearly I'm planning, but the planning is not doing that much. But I am trying to establish better routines. So I am very well aware of the fact that this is not a normal schedule, but I am not giving normal human emotions and stability right now. So this is what we're getting. I think that's all for tonight. I will see you tomorrow morning. Okay, good morning. It's Thursday morning. It's about 8:30. And so you can see here last night that I kind of planned out my day. I didn't end up doing it on camera because I didn't really feel like filming it, honestly. But I will say that I kind of did follow this mostly until here. So, but the hardest part in the morning is always getting up. So, I honestly really love, I used like a thicker pencil for this and I kind of love how my handwriting, like it was, I don't know, I feel like when I write in pen, it's kind of high stress. Not like stress, but I'm just like, I always want it to work out and be perfect. And oh my god, okay, well that just fell on me. That's okay. I'm gonna fill out. I don't have to put a thing on here under here. Wow, anymore. Because I'm writing on this end of the page, which is exciting. So, I woke up. I had singular toaster waffle, and then I did something good. And I got ready, and then I'm holding the frame right now. I feel like it just looks better in pencil. Maybe next week I'll play in pencil, honestly. Trying something new, I guess. Because honestly, I don't really have to do this morning. Which was not bad. I don't really have anything else to say about it, honestly. I actually did forget that I have to film my February reading wrap up today. So, I'm gonna film reading wrap up, and then I'm gonna work. Yeah, that's about right. So, I did get my physical activity done in the morning though, which is really pleasant. So I may continue to plan that and continue to at least try and follow through on that, which is fun. Alright, silly gooses, we're back. And in all honesty, I didn't end up filming the last 3 days because I had so much footage to sort through. But this is how the last few days ended up looking. I just wanted to show you, and just so you could kind of see a whole completed week, because this is usually what my completed weeks look like. So, thanks for watching my silly little plan video. I'm sorry it was so long, but I hope you got some ideas or something from it, because it did take me a very long time. And stay tuned for more planning stuff, because I've been planning a little bit differently and trying some new things. So new stuff coming soon. Thanks for sticking with it, because this one was long, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.